All right, in this chapter, we're going to look at some three other options that you'll find when you're in the details of a customer. Over in the left-hand collapse menu, where we've kind of looked at some other options already, like general information, we've talked about AR payments and working cells, we've talked about scheduled actions, we've talked about the garage. Let's talk about a few other options you have up here. The first one is documents, and this is a place where you can come store photos or any type of printed type of document you would like related to the customer. It's pretty easy to do. You'll click upload, you'll say add documents, you'll add your document you want, whether it be a logo or a PDF or a Word document, whatever it is. You'll click upload, you'll see the status, it'll be uploaded. It'll give you the information, the original file name, the size of the file, and then you can also rename it DX1 logo 2, something along those lines. You can also re-download the files at any point in time, so this is a great way to back up stuff. One of the great things I think you can use this tool for, and it's a great piece of advice I think, is to make this a virtual deal jacket. If you're selling major units to customers, when you're done with the deal, scan them into a file, save that file here. It's a lot easier to find information you're looking for if you need to get back to documents or deal related information versus going and finding a hard copy in a file cabinet. And again, you might need to look up something from more than 1 or 2 years old. So again, those files usually have to continue to get moved as the business grows over time. So this is just a great area to quickly find the information you might like. The other area we're going to talk about here is history. So there'll be many times for one reason or another you'll need to go into a customer's history and look up invoices, whether they're doing a return or you need to see details, reprint them a copy, something along those lines. You can see I clicked history in the left-hand navigation menu and it brings me over here. I can click the print if I want to reprint the invoice. I can SMS email it to them directly. I can print it, download it whenever I want. Um, you can see I could do the same thing for service or major unit. So this is just a quick area to find a customer's invoice history and a way to reprint them if you need. And then finally, we're going to talk about communications. And this is one of the great parts of DX1. With the built-in auto notification tool, it really takes away a lot of that, hey, somebody didn't let me know something. And we don't want to argue with our customers, even if we know somebody did call or did do that manual task. It's always hard to kind of know exactly that your employee did it every time. Here, when that notification is sent, for example, this was an email to let me know that my order has been completely received. I can see when it was sent. It was sent by the system generated notification system, what the subject was, that it was an auto email sent, and it was delivered. I also set some up that you can see that failed. So whether you have a wrong number or something didn't go through, that is clearly stated in here if you're sending something to make sure that something has gone through. Now, in that case, you can tell it was manually sent by myself, and I was just kind of simulating what happens when somebody puts in a non-valid SMS number, which happens quite often. When you do put it into an invoice, we do have a preferred method of contact, and it will say underneath that drop down if the number is valid or not. So just kind of keep that in mind. Either way, you can also click, as you've seen me do on SMS messages, to go directly to the message that was sent. And you can see here for emails, you can do the same thing. You can click them as I just did to see the contents of an email. Again, this is a great tool when somebody comes in and says, hey, nobody let me know my parts got ordered or got received. And you can say, well, hey, at least I know my system did it. I got to work with my customer, but I trust that my system did the right thing. Maybe I can find out where the gap was. So those are just three other areas of the customer detail that I'd make sure you're aware of, kind of knows how it works, and definitely you'll be spending some time there. So hopefully that'll help in that area.